I'm having a hard time with my flying selfie stick. So I put the monitor in my pocket, and when it comes out, it's not working. Well, now it's working. It turns out my last unsuccessful flights were because I didn't notice a little message that said, "You're out of storage." So it wasn't recording. So that explains that. Um, I'm sorry for the awkward start here. I guess you know it's Travels with Dottie because that's what you clicked on. And this is Dottie, right, Dottie? That's Dottie. And and I have to look at my phone to see if Dottie was actually in frame or not. Was she? Yep, there she is. Ah, technology is sometimes hard. So this time I'm trying a lower altitude versus the higher altitude. So this is the camera's at about eye level, and I figure I'd try that today. I'm also doing an alternate way of recording. I'm recording it separately on this device, and I clap to keep it in line. I do this, which makes a spike on the recording so I can line it up where I see my hands actually come together. And that should put what I'm saying in my lips in sync. We'll see how I do with that. So what's going on? Oh, I just finished my 1 day a week. Well, it's 1 day plus a couple hours in the morning on Saturday. So round about this time, around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I'm done with my basically 1 day of work, 1 day of work. So I have the rest of today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off. Hi. Um, so I'm pretty excited about being on the cusp of that. But boy, that Friday comes around fast. It's incredible. It's like the days go by so fast because I'm having such a good time here in Quartzsite. It's funny. Um, I get more and more, as my channel's getting busier, more and more comments. The comment video takes longer every day. But I've gotten several lately. It's like, I just don't get this Quartzsite thing. Why would people think it's so great? Why do people want to come out in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing? Why are they coming? I had a couple that I was talking to right here on my last video. They said the same thing. We're trying to figure out what the big deal is. And I said, well, have you figured it out yet? And they go, well, no, not really. We've been coming, and she chimes in, the wife says, well, we've been coming for 2 years. And I'm like, if you haven't figured it out, why are you coming for 2 years? And they were on their e-bikes. They had both big smiles on their faces. They were open and friendly. I think they figured it out. Maybe they were being funny with me. But it's the beauty of the desert. I mean, look around me. You don't think it's beautiful? The, the, the mountains in the background and the sky, it's gorgeous. And it's the middle of December. Yeah, I got a coat on, so what? It's like 53 degrees. I don't need to have a coat on, but I'm comfortable. I don't like it too hot. I don't like it too cold. I like it just like this. There's hardly any wind. Look at, like, if you look around, like, I'll turn this way so you can look behind me. You see all those rigs over there? They're everywhere, but it's really, really quiet. Lots of YouTubers out here. As a matter of fact, I'm standing and I'm looking over at the compound where Nomadic Fanatic is with his new bus that he's working on. I need to get over there. He said I could come by and I'm sure he'll let me film a little bit and show you what he's got going on there. Not, if you're a fan of his, you probably already know, because every one of his videos is this progression on his building out this bus. I think it's going to be an amazing thing when he's done. I can't wait until he's finished. Be very exciting. Anyway, and it's the people, folks. It's the people. Just people are so kind and open and respectful of each other. Not all the time, you know. A million people come through here every season, and yes, that counts people that come through and stop for gas. They count everybody. So there's not a million people camped out here, but it's a huge number of people. There are rare exceptions, but for the most part, people are absolutely wonderful and caring and giving and fun-loving, and from all walks of life. From people that chug in here on $1 million Class A coach to someone that's living out of their car. And we all mix together, and we all hang out around the campfire together, and none of that stuff usually matters at all. That's why people love it here. That's why it's a mecca for RVers and people that love the nomadic lifestyle. That's it. Right, Dottie? So on the agenda today, I have a little grocery list to do. There's no mail, so I don't have to get into town by noon today for mail. I had a, this is kind of funny. Oh, before I tell you this, I got to tell you, I'm all tricked out now on all 5 of my propane tanks have monitors on them, and I'm going to show you on the screen now on my phone where I can tell the exact level of every one of my propane tanks, and it'll send me an alert when one's low, so I know to go into town the next day. I love this thing. I'm laughing because every once in a while I'll find that I've been doing something a certain way in the rig, and we call our trailers, RVs, rigs, for years, thinking, well, I'm just going to have to live with this way. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, you realize what the obvious, simple solution was all along. And you just never saw it for whatever reason. And the latest one is in my slide out, I have my recliner, very comfortable recliner. I spend a ton of time in it. The only problem is the slide out's so narrow that if I make it upright into where I sit upright, the slide out's almost like 12 inches above the floor. There's a big step. So my feet dangle. So it's not comfortable to sit up, and there's not enough room to move it back so I could put my feet on the floor. It's like, well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to sit like that. That's the solution. And then I was thinking about it the other day, how nice it would be to be able to sit up straight and not have my feet dangle. And I thought a simple word occurred to me: footstool. That's what they're for. So I ordered one. I'll show you what that looks like. Um, anyway, just going into town today. I'll take you with me. I'll take Dottie with me. And I can't, sometimes it's like I take people on these trips into town, like when I'm in Pahrump on these mundane sort of errands, and I'm thinking, you know, people are going to get real tired of this. So they're just going to stop watching. But people like it. I don't know why. You love it. I love it that you love it. I don't like going alone. I like it when you come with me. So that's going to be the plan today. And I'm sure I'm about to run out of juice on this thing any second. And with any luck, I'm still recording. And it says, yeah, I'm still recording, but it says low battery. So I'm gonna like stop here. I'll pick up when we're in the car and you see that beautiful outdoor view. There's Dottie. Where do you think you're going, Dottie? In that car? She loves riding in the car. She certainly does, don't you, Dottie? Well, as promised, we are going into town. Now, get paw prints all over my seats, quick. Good job. There are paw prints all over there. Oh. Ooh. I found a $20 bill on the floor of my car. That's a nice find, huh? $20 bill. Put it in my money clip. And we are headed into town. But first, we have to drop off trash. Think about that, Dottie. Dropping off some trash. Big old bag of garbage. Fancy Android thing is popping up here. And so far, getting my fingers crossed, it's been connecting to the Bluetooth right away, which is pretty exciting. Android is starting. See if it connects right away to the Bluetooth. Loading. And now, update. It's downloading something. And it's taking a long time to download. Can we go beyond that? No, we have to wait till it downloads. So we'll just wait, Dottie. We'll wait. It's 3%. Ugh, it's a big download. All right. Turn on headlights. I always turn on my headlights. It's an extra safety thing. It is a fairly, well, I wouldn't say cool. It's in the 50s already. It's 11:25 a.m. on Saturday the 14th. It's a cloudy day here. And these are a couple viewers. You guys are on camera for my video.
Oh my goodness, Travels with Dottie.
Yeah.
Love it.
He told me to come by and meet you, so this happened sooner than I expected.
Really nice to see you.
Nice to see you. So you'll be on.
There's Miss Dottie.
There's Miss Dottie, and the camera on the front caught you guys as you were going by, and you're on audio now. So you'll be well known soon.
Oh my goodness. Have a good day.
Yeah. So there's a couple of viewers that are staying across from me. And we'll sneak over. And it looks Herbie's not here because I know where Herbie is. He's in town working, I'm sure, on the big tent. Because he's part of that crew. If you want to see behind the scenes, check Herbie's channel. Oh. That's a little steep, wasn't it? A little steep, Dottie. No, I rarely go this way, but I think I can make a right here and get around to the dump station. We'll see. We'll see, said the blind man. And I got my shopping list. And Herbie's channel is if you've forgotten already, it's My Nomadic Dream. And if you want behind the scenes stuff on putting up that world famous big tent, I have a feeling he's going to have lots of content on that. He said it's going to start, the actual tent itself is going to start going up in about a week. So next week sometime. That's pretty exciting. You know, it's the Quartzsite season to me is like Christmas, my childhood Christmas. It takes forever to get, and when it finally comes, it's so exciting, and it's over so easily and so quickly. It's kind of a letdown. The last day of the big tent means the season is winding down. Now, that happens at the end of January, and plenty of people are out here having a good time, plenty of events in February, but certainly March, the end of February, March, the real exodus starts. So, so this is kind of a different way to go to give you a different view of other rigs in and around here that I haven't taken you before. So that guy on the left has a nice camp, um, truck camper, and he's got a little, like a shelter there. And if you don't feel like you have enough room in your rig, putting up one of those shelters gives you an extra room. A lot of people do that. Frugal RV Gal has a truck camper. She swears by it. She's had, I think, all manner of different ones, and she's real happy with her truck camper. It's a Bounder Class A we just passed. They got a Christmas tree out front there, I see. A fifth wheel on the left. I think Pahrump Cheryl sounds like she's going to be here this coming week, maybe Wednesday. Could be. That'll be exciting. And Kathleen and Bob, I know they're coming between now and Christmas. I don't know they're going to, I haven't heard for sure whether they're going to be here or they might be up at, I heard they might be up at the LTVA La Posa North, which is closer to town. And this is something I always wondered about. Check out up here, this fifth wheel with a semi instead of a pickup truck. Now, when you get a big semi like that, it's time to stop talking about, do I have enough truck to pull my fifth wheel? That discussion's over once you go to that. And on the other side there, well, when I say the other side, I mean off to your right there, there's a whole community of those. It's a group, and they all have semis pulling fifth wheels. So it looks like he's got a couple of side-by-sides, a pickup truck, you know. I don't know. He might have, the best thing would to have a spouse that follows you. That would be, instead of having to tow a daily vehicle, because a semi would be a pretty tough vehicle to use as a daily driver. I guess it can be done. And this is a long line here for the, kind of a long line for the dump station. There's a couple of people here dragging those Blue Boys. I'm not sure why they're doing that, why they wouldn't go to the Blue Boy station. Maybe it's because there's the guy with the vest is on patrol to make sure people have the proper stickers and such. And I see one of these services here that pump out your tanks and things. And when I turn around, I'll catch their number on the side of that truck. It's called Ironwood, I think. And I will, so if you want to have just somebody come out to you and dump your tanks and do fresh water and everything, they'll do it for a price. Yeah, it's a beautiful truck you got there.
Thank you.
Pahrump?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can live over there. He and his wife. Reno.
Reno. Okay. I get jealous of the big trucks.
I think we're big camper.
Yeah.
Good day.
You too.
Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah. Yeah. Travels with Dottie.
Who is it?
Travels with Dottie. Here, I'll give you a card.
Oh, perfect. Are you camped out here too?
Oh yeah. Yeah. All season, every season.
Yeah, we love it down here.
Oh yeah, me too. You'll see yourself on camera if you walked in front of it because I'm recording now.
Oh, great.
I don't think he walked in front of it though. Well, you'll hear him. All right. So this is called Ironwood RV Pumping. 602-935-9470. But I'm gonna drive in a loop here and get a shot of it. He saw the camera on my hood. It's a bit of a clue that I might be a YouTuber. If you're in Quartzsite and the guy's got a camera sitting on the hood of his car, it just might be he's a YouTuber or an Instagrammer. And there it is, Ironwood RV Pumping.
How you doing, sir?
I just put you on my YouTube channel, give you a little promo. Sure. How much is it generally? Average.
The dump is 60, and then we can bring water too.
And how much is the water?
How big is your rig? How long is it?
Well, it's not for me. It's just for people watching.
Oh, need $40 to $60 depending on what size RV it is.
So it could be $100 to $120.
120, yeah. So it's basically like if you're 30 feet or under, roughly, it's 40. If you're over, you're 60.
Do you flush the black tank at all when you do it?
It does a better job than that. So what that is actually a vacuum, and it evacuates everything out of there. So instead of like putting water in and rinsing it out, this actually, I mean, I pulled out plastic water bottles and all kinds of stuff.
And do you fix any problems that
I don't
people
do any
have?
repairs. I just basically do the emptying, just the dumping of the tank.
All right. Well, I'll take a picture of this and put it on the video. Take care. Yeah. Travels with Dottie is the.
Oh yeah, I've seen you guys. Travels with Dottie.
Yeah.
I've seen your channel. Cool.
That's Dottie.
Nice. Cool, buddy. Well, you have a great day.
Thanks. So a couple of people have asked me about that. Now you get the scoop, so to speak. No pun intended. Here we are on Main Street. I'll bore you people that have been with me down 100 times, but Roadrunner Market is on the left here. Across the street on the right is my Main Street Laundry, where you can get your laundry done. There's a cafe with amazing biscuits and gravy, sausage, and showers. Spotless, clean, high pressure showers. $11 for 20 minutes. And then up here on the left, we have where we're going, the Coyote Fresh Foods with the Family Dollar right next to it. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for me. I'll park in Coyote and I will walk across to Family Dollar over the little hill there and get my water. And the stoplight here is for pedestrians, like that lady crossing right in front of us. I don't really trust anybody. Sorry. She had the right of way and I wasn't. I don't know. I have no excuse. That was my bad. No excuse. She was there first. So, give me a minute here. I'm going to shut this down. And I need to get my list because I have zero memory of anything I need to get here. Creamer, ice cream, and eggs. I think I'm going to skip the ice cream because I've got a little errand I have to run. See, creamer? And this is what I've been getting, the original coffee mate.
Are you here today?
Smoked sausages, that looks pretty good. Oh, there's more sausage over here. Beef smoked sausage, I can get some of that. Impulse item. Hey. Right. Oh, eggs. Eggs. I forgot the eggs, and there they are. Hey, large. There are the eggs. And what else did I have on here? Eggnog? No, it's not on the list. Ice cream. You know what? Maybe I will do the ice cream.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot where I was. There's really no ice cream here. Not much, anyway. So they have vanilla, pistachio. No, nothing I'm interested in. So no ice cream. I could get some tortillas, but they look to be, all they seem to have is corn. You've got those big ones. I don't want big ones. This is something you have to look out for. That when it's busy, they'll run out of stuff pretty quickly. These are all corn. I don't like corn. So sometimes you have to take stuff you don't necessarily want. I don't want that big, but I can rip them in half, can I? And I think I'm good. Good with bread products. We will go down, get the 6-gallon water, stop by Dollar General on the way back up, pick up the bottled water, then on the way back swing into Tyson Wells. And here we go. Papa's Hot Diggity Dogs in Quartzsite being for sale out here in the parking lot. Hot Diggity Dogs. Used to be a Burger King right here that closed down this year. It's gone. There's nobody in there now. It's empty. And we are pulling up here and we're going to get us our water. So I go into my little change bucket here, got myself 4 shiny quarters. Getting my dog here staring at me, wondering, is there food involved with what you're doing? let's pull the keys out because I don't want that thing dinging at you the whole time because that would be pretty darn annoying. So we feed in the quarters, and if it doesn't go straight through, then we're good to go, ready to go. Hit the start button, open her up, and there she goes. So this is my MO. 6-gallon fresh water, reverse osmosis, salt-free drinking water. Pretty much every time I go into town, if I remember, I fill this up. I pump it into my main 32-gallon freshwater tank, and that way I keep good, pure fresh water in the rig. And why do I go here? Because if you look at the sign, it says 5 gallons for $1, 1 gallon, 25 cents. So to fill this 6 gallons, technically, it'd be $1.25, right? But no, if I put in 4 quarters, it'll hit 5 gallons and it'll just keep going and it'll fill this whole thing up and it'll still be going. So I have no way of knowing what it really dispenses, but it's certainly above 6 gallons. And it's been like this for years. There's another one on North Main Street, on North Central, north of Main Street on the right-hand side. That it looks just like this, but you don't get 6 gallons. It stops right at 5. This one's always done more. So I'm a guy that will go out of his way for 25 cents. You bet, I will. Save 25 cents. And I will drop all my stuff to do that as well. So we put that in, that, and then this goes on the top there. Yes, I dropped the lid and picked it up and put it on there. And if you you think that's some kind of contamination and a terrible thing, keep it to yourself, please. So the next stop will be Dollar General, which is down here on the right. The other thing, too, that I'll tell you about Dollar General is they're an authorized FedEx pickup drop-off point. They won't pack your stuff or do labels for you, I don't think, but you can use their address. If you know something's coming by FedEx, you can use that. I think it needs to be, I think under 60 pounds, if I remember right, I believe. And they will take your package there. There's no charge for it. And if this is your thing, the recreational marijuana right there. They're closed on Sundays, open every other day. And here's the Dollar General. I remember when I first got Starlink many years ago, when it first came out, they shipped it here and I picked it up at Dollar General. It was an exciting day. And Starlink was a new thing, and you should have seen how I was camped with a lot of people, and I got a big crowd around me when I set up Starlink for the first time. Nobody had ever seen it before. It was pretty amazing. All right, well, it's a full parking lot. We can park on the side though. And we will definitely take the camera inside with us. All right, Dottie, we'll be right back. And we're gonna get the bottled water, so we'll need one of these.
This is Interface Security, monitoring and recording all activity at this location with live audio and video. This security check is being conducted at random. If you need further assistance, please contact us immediately.
And here we have drinking water. And we'll just check the frozen stuff real quick. I'm shopping.
He's shopping here, so if you see something he likes, he's gonna stop and look for it.
Yeah, I never know what I might need that I don't know I need, right?
Yeah. Something you can pop in the microwave.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, I don't want something for your personal use only. Your personal eating only.
And we do have
No, too much.
caramel delight, cookies and cream, vanilla, Oreo. Hey guys, I'm getting pickier and pickier about my ice cream. And I think I'll get a small butter pecan. And hopefully that won't melt on me. And just in case there's something I desperately need on this aisle, which I don't think that there is.
If you don't see me there, try up front. If not, just get something down that way. No, didn't try up over this way. Yeah.
All right, thank you. No, no, you can toss that. Okay. That water's heavy. All right. Somebody might have just pulled out of a spot there, which is called getting really lucky. And I think we just got really super lucky. We did. We got lucky. All right, Dottie. We'll be back. So I'm excited to be here today because this is a new business in town. This gentleman is from Moab, Utah, and it's the sort of like known as an epicenter for four-wheeling. So obviously this guy and his company are experts, and they've come out here to Quartzsite to rent both. I see Broncos and you have Rubicons as well, right?
We do, yes.
For rent. And let me tell you something. I've been out on 4x4s and they're loud and they're dusty and they're uncomfortable. And if you're an old man like me, somebody just took me out here to see the mountains in his new Rubicon. Air conditioning, nice maps. It was a thing of beauty. So, John, tell us who you are, your company, what you got to offer, and everyone's going to want to know what it costs.
Sure. So my name's John. I own Jen's Jeep Rentals out of Moab. It is our first year here in Quartzsite, and we're really excited to be here. We have a variety of vehicles here. We got the Bronco. We have 3 Rubicons. We've actually priced all these the same. So just being that the Terrain doesn't really require a different vehicle, they're all relatively new. So if you favor the Bronco and want to experience that, we have that option. And then the same with the Rubicons. A full day for this is going to be $325. We also offer a half day, which is $235. Another thing that we're going to do is just in the first week that I've been out here and learning this area, it became evident to me real quick that the likelihood of the Jeeps getting heavily scratched can be quite probable. To mitigate that, what I'm offering is for the first timers or people that just are new to going out to this area and are apprehensive or want an additional blanket of confidence, we're offering a instruction period. So your first half-day rental, it would come with free instruction. I can't offer tours. I've already checked with the BLM. I'm not properly permitted for that. It takes 180 days. It's a process. However, I can offer things for free, and just for the flat out, security and preservation of the fleet, it's necessary. So what we do is we go out, you follow me, it's the same price, whether you do a half day with me or without me. There's no additional charge for it. It's 100% free. You follow me. We're going to talk about things. We're going to talk about operations in the wash, how these things behave in the sand, and how we set them up so that they operate in the sand. Mitigating damage from the brush, tire, preservation. There's a lot of sharp rocks out there. These Falcons are just in the 2 weeks that I've been doing this down here, they're holding up incredibly well. Time will tell. If they get thrashed, they get thrashed. We'll see. But I'm confident that they're going to do very well.
So is there insurance I can purchase with the through you in case there are scratches?
No, technically no. These are backed by your personal full coverage insurance. They're treated just like a normal rental car. So as long as you got full comp on your stuff at home, you're perfectly fine behind the wheel of one of these. But with that first period, you go out with me, we talk about the mine site safety, we talk about these archaeological site, how to respect those and mitigate them. The one thing I really love about this area is it still does feel primitive. There's not a lot of signage out there. You can come up on these signs or these sites. They're not all roped off, things like that. But we do need to respect them, and and that's part of the training too. So it's a great way for people that haven't really experienced off-roading out here. Come down, we'll put you on that half day with the free instructional period. We'll go out and have a great time. We'll learn something along the way. And from then on, it does serve the purpose. You're able to take these vehicles. It's like, there's some additional areas I want to explore. Now you can go rent them out. You have the confidence and the basics. So, okay, how to navigate. We talk about that also. We talk about navigation, the Quartzsite Off-Road Atlas that goes with the vehicles. You'll follow along as we go. Talk about the trail structure and how to identify things. It is a very useful tool and allow you to do that. And these Jeeps hold, they hold 4 adults very comfortably, 5, if you're not built like me. But, grab your friends, come out here for a half day, 4 people for $235. That's a lot of fun for a great price.
Because when I went with my friend, there were 4 of us, and everyone was comfortable.
Oh yeah.
So you take that price and you divide it by 4. And
yeah.
Even for the full day, that's an inexpensive day to really get out and see what the desert has to offer here. He also had a map app that showed every single trail and the difficulty level of the trail, and he was showing me how stay off the red ones.
There you go.
Stay off the red ones and stay on these. So it's really easy to navigate out there with the right map program.
Perfect, and I'll get with you on that. I'm anxious to see what works down here. I've been doing just off the paper maps, but having that additional electronic backup, because we have good satellite service here. There's relatively decent cellular service when it's not overrun, but the phones and the apps do work while you're out there, which is quite nice. In the canyon country where I'm from, you get down in those deep canyons and there's nothing that will reach you. But out here that those things work well, and I'll get some of that information and add it with the rentals.
I can't think of the off the top of my head the name of the app, but we both found out about it. He and I met in Hurricane,
Oh,
and
nice.
we went wheeling in Sand Hollow. And can you guess who my favorite YouTube channel of all time
Oh
is?
yeah, yeah. Matt's
Off-Road
off-road.
Recovery.
Yeah.
And we both found out about this app from him. I think it's called X something.
Onyx.
But it's got all off-road trails mapped perfectly.
Perfect.
And when we went out here, we had a cell signal. 95% of the time we had a cell signal, and you can use that map, and you can also use it
Perfect.
offline. So, yeah, this is good. I was guessing. I said, I don't know how much it's going to be, but I'm guessing 500 for the day. That was my guess. And I said, well, you take 500 divided by 4, it's still a good deal, but it's even better than
Yeah,
I
it's a little better than
anticipated.
that. You know, we certainly didn't crank the price up for down here. We did create a new class. We don't typically do half days back home, but we know that, you know, this type of environment, you know, it's something you're looking to do in the afternoon. It's a great option. You're going to have an absolute fabulous time. And another thing we are offering is a punch pass. We know that a lot of people are here for a long time. You know, you're not just traveling here for a few weeks. You're going to be here for months. So we do a 5-day punch pass for $9.99. That puts you down to $200 a day. You can use them
Wow.
anytime you want. So, you know, you're not, and that may be enough for you. You know, that covers you pretty much for 2 times a month for the rest, you know, up through the end of February. That might be all you want to do. So
Let me tell you how great I think that is, because I've owned a side-by-side in the past. And I sold it years ago. I had it in Idaho. It was a side-by-side with tracks. I had tracks for the snow. It was great. But I sold it years ago, and I thought, you know, I should buy a side-by-side and just keep it here in Quartzsite. I'm here for 4 months every year. But I know myself, I would only use it a few times, and it'd be kind of a waste of money for me. But buying a pass like that might be worth it
oh,
for me to
I
do
think
that.
100%. It's a
It's
great
almost
deal.
like owning one, you know?
It really does. You own it while you're here, and you don't have to maintain it, you know, and you come back and you get a new one next year. So, you know, that's the advantage of it. But being that to add that to your quiver as far as things to do, you know, a couple times a month, there's so many clubs around here, you know, jump on board, go with them. Being that these things they're, you know, roadworthy vehicles, we do air the tires down. However, if you're wanting to go a little further away, like towards Bouse or something like that, or over even into Parker, we do air them up a little bit, take them up above 20 pounds, and then that's kind of a happy medium for the day.
Right.
You can go on road, you can go off road, and as long as you're not going 75, 80 miles an hour, you're going to be just fine.
So the lower pressure is good for sand, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's even this Toyota truck that we have. This is what I would be, you know, my instruction vehicle, so to speak, and I'd have spare tires and all that jazz. But even that, even with the smaller tires, those things are sitting probably 17, 18 pounds, and I can crawl in the sand and climb the little slopes that there is out there, you know, that can get you stuck. But that's something that we're going to talk about, is how to gain confidence in driving the sand and not tear the car up and be able to use that.
And if I weren't an avid Matt's Off-Road Recovery fan, I have to ask, so what happens if I get stuck? Can I call you?
Call me, yes, absolutely. Yeah, we'll come out and get you. There's another outfit in town, I guess, this Ruthless Off-Road Recovery. I need to go chat with those guys, because there's probably going to be a time when I'm going to need their help. We're also going to have the Moab mobile mechanic. He's going to share my space. He's going to be out in the desert and taking care of people's mobile mechanic needs, but he also does trail recovery, and he would be my partner in crime if we had to come out and get you. But we would try to do everything we can first, and if it's above us, then we'll extend out and get the resources we need.
Well, guys, I'll end this interview by saying, by using the words of Matt, John's outfit is 11% better than the others out there.
All right. Well, perfect.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Lisa, are you ready to be dumped? So give me a couple minutes and I'll be over. Hello, it's me. That's gonna do it for today's video. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. I have way too much footage for a video, and I'll have to get in there and do some actual editing work. Sad face. I'll be okay. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love it when you watch my videos. Thank you very much. Take care.